Now, according to a study by the Greater Accra Resilience and Integrated Development Project, Garrett, about 0.40 kilograms of waste is produced by every resident in the Greater Accra region. Now, due to a rise in population and also urbanization, there is pressure and also a lot of waste has been generated. Data available shows that the Greater Accra region produces over 3,000 metric tons of waste every day. Currently standing by the Seko Dankwa stretch, that is a ringway stretch, and you can see filth all around. Yes, sanitation indeed is an issue within the city. Now, as part of efforts to ensure that sites like this become a thing of the past, the Greater Accra Regional Minister has championed the cause of sanitation within the capital. The president last year launched the Operation Clean Your Frontage campaign, which will task institutions and individuals to keep their surroundings clean and also green their surroundings. Well, today, an 800-member task force has been deployed to various parts of the capital to, among other things, check such filth and also ensure that traffic bylaws are adhered to. Now, the traffic situation in the capital appears to be worsening by the day. Drivers, both public and private, are spending needless hours in traffic to get about their lives and also go about their businesses. Now, in an era where fuel prices are also skyrocketing, persons would normally be advised to ensure that they take measures to ensure they do not keep their cars in such needless traffic. Now, some of the traffic situations are caused by human activity, especially by commercial drivers who stop where they are not supposed to stop and drop off or pick up passengers where they are not supposed to do the same. So, the city response team, the task force that has been deployed by the Greater Accra Regional Minister, is not just going to help deal with sanitation in the capital, but also to help deal with the indiscipline associated with traffic in the capital. We'll try and speak to some of the drivers to find out what they make of the deployment of these persons, about 900 or so of them, to ensure that there is free flow of traffic and also to ensure there is discipline on our roads. Opinion, and you see, more drivers, no, truck drivers, no, more parking, no, saying more parking, yeah, more channel. Because traffic, you know, Hanum, what do you say?
Oh, okay. I know the account there. Never know. Yeah, a man now more ton idea what kind of almost a account because of so on only Jacquan, Untimi in Casibia, whatever the kind of a bono, and I say what the kind of finance. And yes, we only change your Juma. So, I know you say, Ibia boy, so what as it is a balance, so I'm packing a cram, PBM, at least an answer a Sabia Cabo because I have seen so. Yes, I down to the main station, and I answer your cousin so as was not dorsal. And
I didn't say Uber to me, I stop one, I drop in the pa. Now, so and says I will be funny pa.
Oh, at least anybody, I said you once I when you're seeing 100 but or consul, I was down to between a fan of fun and what to know as I call you. The
Greater Accra Regional Minister has outdoored some 900 people to check traffic and make sure that, you know, drivers are not parking indiscriminately. What do you make about that?
Well, I think it can be fine for us, but sometimes we can spoil our work because we can't park any place at all. We don't have any station for yet. This is the place we are come to leave people from and pick and go. So if that thing come to, we can ask us. So we can find some place for us so that we can park the station for there and we can do our job fine.
We're currently in the central business district of the capital. Now, in the words of the regional minister, that is Honorable Henry Quarte, traders are not supposed to sell on the streets. Now, we find that some are selling on the pavement and some also on the streets. And I'm here to speak to one of the ladies. Ma, ofano why? Honorable Henry Quarte ke nyetemegume esa akeshi traders enye ho ni egbe no. Ekume mamo ni ne pavement go ni bi shigbe no ehin mi na ke onu efetumo egbe no fio o carry ne miniji ne
de atawe kwa wanu ahim wo meni me wo ho ni egbe ten ka atawe kwa wo timo park no ne keke ka afro le fio an ke nye ta bia lo nye hin abia bia na nye ba ho ni ye no le fine shika di noko ba na akayo ka ho ni egbe no ni wa wu me hu shika na ha me na ka no te o ba se ten wo question
Last one, I can't money. I any IRS in it. No, Tomake.
Abamo won arrest you. Me no fe. Jala egbe no abamo. Hey, very panel me wa.
If you want to get a picture of traffic and how bad it can get in the capital of Accra, the place to visit is the Kwame Nkrumah Avenue Street, specifically around the Central Business District. It is a gridlock from morning till evening. But how did we get here? My colleague Nia Ikoyokain has been following the story, and he would more or less bring us up to speed as to the background to this particular development. Ni, welcome to the Citi Newsroom.
Thank you, Bobby.
So the question is, how did we get to this point where 900 persons have been deployed to instill discipline, when it comes to sanitation and traffic?
It was launched last year, October, by the president at the Independence Square, and then subsequently on 1st February this year, it was also rolled out. So after the rolling out of the policy, then the various assemblies started piloting it. So during the piloting, there were some of the communities where municipal environmental health officers of the various assemblies actually paid a visit to some of these communities, and then to ensure that if you have a choked gutter in front of your house, or even you're a commercial entity and you have a choked gutter in front of you, you ensure that it is clean. If it is not clean, then of course you're going to receive summons by MEHO or municipal environmental health officials. So that has been it during the piloting. Subsequently, the minister actually sent about 1,000 of these officials being tagged as a City Response Team Task Force for military training at Bondase. So after the military training, they were actually graduated in April this year for them to commence their activities. The minister had indicated that they were going to start on May 4, but then also it couldn't happen, and he indicated that there were some administrative works that were ongoing before they could finally be deployed. So today, the officers have been outdoored and they've been deployed as well to their respective locations. According to the Greater Accra Regional Minister, these officers are going to be stationed at key areas in Accra, precisely Circle, CMB as we are standing here now, and then also Circle, as I indicated, Kandeshi, Okanshi, and other areas, Novotel, Tsudu, where you mostly have these streets choked with trading activities and also experiencing indiscriminate parking by commercial drivers precisely.
There was a pilot phase of this project carried out by some of the assemblies within the capital. So we're going to take a look at that report by my colleague Ni Ayikwe Okain to give us a sense of what to expect as we get into the full phase, or the actual phase of the Operation Clean Your Frontage campaign.
The war against filth in Accra continued with the piloting of the Operation Clean Your Frontage program at communities such as Sukura, Russia, and Zongo in the Ablekuma Central Assembly. During the exercise, a number of homes were sighted in dirty conditions, choked gutters, haphazard display of household items, food leftovers, and fecal waste in washrooms were seen in some of the areas. The situation attracted summons by the environmental health officers.
Madam Rahel, Imo. Madam Rahel.
Oba famanu nemfa we suka humanu fa we suka humanu kaje say MC aba
because they don't have toilet in the house. They'll go and ease themselves in the bathhouse. Anytime they are going to bath, they wash down and the water washes the toilet into the main drain. That's why we are giving them notice for absence of toilet facility, and then accumulation of human excreta, which is a toilet, in the bathroom, exposed to flies. You can see the flies hovering on it. And then in sanitary premises, you can see refuse and articles scattered in the whole house. So we summons them. We are giving her 24 hours to clear this mess, sweep the compound, and the toilet will give them 1 month to build a toilet facility.
Now, before the task force, the 900 individuals were deployed, the regional minister had some few words to basically share with them on their mandate and what they are expected to do.
We are seeing men and women who have been trained. A discipline has been instilled in them.
They are supposed to go out there and ensure that they work hand in hand, and I repeat, you work hand in hand with the citizenry to ensure that that discipline that we want in Accra is seen. I must be quick to caution you. You are not to go there and brutalize people. You are not to go there and beat people. You are not to go there and begin to extort monies. I've told you already, if the coordinator sees anybody, even if you are my son, and listen to me carefully, collecting money, taking somebody's tomatoes, taking somebody's onions, and in fact, those of you who want to engage the women by the roadside so that you can start chopping their food, just remember that we will not only sack you, but we will hand you over to the police to prosecute you. And I repeat, if you misbehave on the road, we will have the police to deal with you. So you have to go out there and work professionally. You must be fair but firm. What did I say? Fair but firm.
Finally, the members have been deployed. For you, what will success look like?
In actual fact, the success itself depends on the individuals within Accra, not these young men. They are just going to give you the instructions. They will talk to you nicely. They will give you the pep base of what you are supposed to do. But you, the individual, if you don't follow what we are doing or you don't cooperate, then that is where it's going to be the problem. Don't forget that in every situation of this nature, once we've started, there are laws binding what we are doing. There are regulations binding what we are doing. And remember that any scapegoat in every situation is not the best.
So the question I want to ask is, what exactly are these people supposed to do? We know we are speaking of sanitation, traffic, and the likes. Break it down for us. For those who are watching us now, what specifically are they going to do and where are they going to be?
Okay, the point is that every assembly has its members. Yes. We will look at where the number is. The strength is low. We will beef it up with others where the strength is higher. Now, one, we talk about roles, principal roles. Yes. What they are going to do is that they are going to talk to the drivers, advise them where they should not park. They shouldn't park there. Where they should not offload passengers, they shouldn't. Where they shouldn't load, they should not do it. They have designated places that they should go, especially areas where they have service lanes. They should use the service lanes. Where they have 3 lanes, 1 lane has been designated for them. That is where they should use, so that commuters will get the 2 other lanes to work on well. Aside the traffic issue, we have those who also be going around within the communities, identifying areas that should be clean. Once they see it and they call the call center and inform us, Zoom Lion, who is cooperating with us or giving us the support, is informed immediately, and they will send their team there, and then they go to clear the area. So there's a lot to be done.
Retired Kofi Emisa Mensah, giving us a breakdown of what we should expect the members of the city response team to be doing. So if you are driving and you are going to park at a place that has not been designated for parking, be careful. Some of these persons will be there to more or less advise you not to. And also for our traders at the markets, Mokola, Carnation and the likes, you're also not supposed to be selling at undesignated places. Now all these people ultimately are here to ensure discipline on our streets, in our homes, as well as in our workplaces. All part of the Operation Clean Your Frontage campaign. You're still watching the Citi Newsroom.